Well, since Aaron's calling bullshit, let me go ahead and put my face up, go grab a beer, and sit on my porch and talk shit with people, I guess. Hold on. I was just trying to throw a room up just in case people wanted to talk. Hold up. Let me go grab my Four Loco. I was just trying to throw a room up, brother. You know, sometimes people want to chit chat and ain't nobody live, so they ain't chit chatting. So my phone was charged at 100%. I figured I'd throw it up on the thing with no mic and no camera. Let people have a room to chit chat if they want. I don't know, Duggar. I ain't seen nobody fishing, and all the lives were done. So I was about to go to bed. I threw up the chat saying, "Hey, no mic, no camera, just a chat room for folks to come chit chat if they want." But Mr. Instigator was like, "What in the bullshit is this?" Yeah, them aliens kind of got fat booties, huh? Anyways, hell with it. If people are gonna hop in, I can stay up for a while. It's only 2:30 here. I got that actual four. Wait, let me turn my phone sideways. It's always sideways when I have it. Yeah, there we go. Got that Four Loco. Where the hell? It's still hard to get this shit on camera. When I'm chilling and fishing, I drink that weak shit like Budweiser so I don't fall in the water. But when I'm at home, man, I gotta have that strong shit. See, there's the frog store. What do we got here? Mike's, I'm cracking up on my chores. Sure, what's up, man? I was gonna go to bed. I was gonna leave a chat room up for people to chit chat, and Mr. Instigator had to instigate me to get on camera. If I stop, I won't get yours. I wish you sweet dreams. All right, Frogster. Toodle pips. I don't know how much we'll be listening to, because if they don't start chit chatting, I'll put it back on the no camera and no picture and just let people have the chat room. I was just trying to be nice because I know people love to chat it up. It ain't always about what's going on, so I was just gonna give people a free chat room to talk shit in. But then I got egged on by instigator Aaron, so I decided to put my camera and mic on. 132 there. It's 232 here, so you are west of me, aren't you, Duggar? That's funny, regulators. I think you're west of me, Duggar, because it goes from the left to the right. I'm Central Standard. New York is 1 hour ahead, so you're 1 hour behind. That puts you somewhere in between California and me. Yeah, Santa Fe. All right, there you go. Santa Fe, New Mexico. Yeah, I was going to say, that puts you between California and me for that 1 hour. Man, by the way, if anybody didn't catch the live, not the one called Round 2, Windy, but the one before that is where I had that crazy live moment. I pinned a comment with the timestamp to it. I'm eventually going to download it and pull out just that one chunk. That shit was hilarious, though. I caught a brand new fishing pole that had a catfish on it. And then I saved the catfish life and got him back in the water. What's up, Dan? Dan the Mole, I still love the new name. I was going to head to bed, Dan. I was just going to throw up a free chat room with the camera. No camera, no mic. But I got egged on, so here I am, chilling on my front porch. Yeah, Aaron, right there in the middle. That's the one that instigated me. He said, "What in the hell is this?" So I said, "Fuck it," and put my camera mic on. Come chill out for a minute. What I was gonna do is just fill the chat room up. Yeah, the free pole was awesome, and then on top of that, I saved the catfish's life, so that's cool. He was hooked, dragging a fishing pole around, and all tangled up in the line. But he was still breathing, still looked healthy, so I got him unhooked, untangled him for about 2 minutes, and then threw him in the pole, or threw him in the water. It was the chat was telling me it's like a dock demon. What it was a Shakespeare pitching stick. But I got to bend the rod tip all the way down to the reel, and it didn't break. It was crazy, man. Well, if you do, I might get to watch it, damn, but I'm not for sure. It's 2:30 in the morning. I fucking work another 10, 11-hour shift tomorrow, so that's why I was, hey, Alicia. That's why I was just going to throw up a chat room for people and disappear into the dark night, but, here I am. Yeah, it's a Shakespeare pitching stick, but it was a cool ass moment. People that actually was watching it live, once I scrolled back, were all like, "Oh wow, that's so cool!" Woo, woo, woo. So it's a cool moment, definitely. I mean, shit, you go fishing, you throw your rod out, you don't expect to bring a reel in or a reeling rod, let alone. Then the fact that it still had a catfish that was dragging it around. I hand lined the catfish in, untangled them, unhooked them, got them back in the water healthy. That's freaking amazing. And then I actually have a working rod and reel combo out of the deal too. But what I did was I want to download it and just create a standalone video. But what I did was I pinned the comment with the timestamp to it so people can actually watch it now. It's on the one that it wasn't the second one called Round 2 Windy at the Lake. It was the first one that just said night fishing at the lake, StreamYard or whatever. It was the 1 hour video, not the 3 hour video. Here's healthy chili got put on ice. Got you some good nuggets? Oh shit. God damn it. Thanks for telling me. Are you did you get some nuggets? I'm used to using this on a tripod, so just holding it in my hand. I don't even know where my mic's at. By the way, what I started deciding to do, I let most of mine go, but occasionally I want to bring some catfish home because we do eat them. I decided I'm not going to bring them home and clean them. I used to bleed them out, pack them on ice, bring them home. Now what I'm doing is the few that I keep, I freaking clean them right there at the lake, throw the remains and the guts and everything in the water so I don't have to deal with that at the house. Because by garbage day, it reeks. So I clean them at the lake, pack the fillets on ice, And then when I get home, cut them up to nuggets if I want, stuff like that. Same thing here, Digger. Every fish goes back in the water except what we're gonna eat. And trophies automatically go back. There's no question about that. I don't care if I could take a trophy out and feed my family for a month. No, this ain't the apocalypse, so I don't need to feed my family for a month. So trophies go back in the water, guaranteed, because they'll just produce more trophies. Let me go get. Hey, Martin, what's up, man? Doing good, just chilling out here. Fishing, listening, and what the hell? Let's just get. You out there fishing, Martin? Oh no, hi, Mike's fishing. My bad. I thought you said you were fishing and listening. I'm actually not fishing right now. I was getting ready to head to bed. I was just trying to throw a chat room up for people, but I got a few people popped in and hollering at me, so I'm like, hey, hell with it. I'll drink and chit chat. Just had to go get my smokes. Avid in the house too. What's up, man? I'm still looking forward to that Pontoon Jody and Rebecca. That's tomorrow, right? You should be a moderator now, so if you have that already pre-scheduled, drop that link, brother. That's going to be an amazing show. If you drop it here, I can share it to other places too. I'm going to catch walleye too, Dan. I have a lot of walleye in this lake, but I never catch them. I know they're here. I've seen them caught. I've tried swim baits. I've tried minnows, off docks, all kind of stuff. I see people catch them around me, but I haven't caught a walleye since I lived in Peoria and fished in the Illinois River. In the Illinois River, I used to catch walleye and sauger like a son of a bitch. But not here. It's weird. You have to forgive me for this impromptu just camera bounce. I wasn't planning on actually being on camera. Did you hear me, Avid, by the way? If you have a link to your event for tomorrow, please drop it in here because that way I can pick it up in the morning and share it out to other places. I'm on a few other networks that I could drop that link into and try to get more viewers. Because that's going to be a nice show. It's just not what I'm trying to do. Yes. And I doubt it, but just in case, I'm going to drop that link if anybody wants to guest up. I need to try to figure out somebody who wants to fish with me someday on this split screen doing this by dropping that little link. Like, you're fishing, like Dan could be fishing off his dock, I could be fishing off my dock, or we could be on split screen. I think that'd be awesome. Oh yeah, that'd be cool, Dan. We need to plan it out then, man, for a little split screen fishing. This next week kind of sucked for me. I'm off Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Monday and Tuesday it shows 60 and 70% chance of rain. So Sunday is the only day I can fish. But I also know Sunday is an avid show later on. And I want to watch that. But it's the only day I can fish. But yeah, if you're interested in doing a split screen fishing show one day, man, I'd fucking love it. That goes for anybody else that's in here, man. Anytime you're down, if you, matter of fact, I got a new email. Let me go ahead and shout that out in the chat. Because I wanted to buy an Uncle Lou's rod. And you can only do that through PayPal according to his Facebook. So I had to create a PayPal. Well, to do that, it wanted an email, and I didn't want to use my old email I've had for like 30 years almost. So I created a new one that goes along with my page. So if any of you ever want to contact me, send an email to Mike's Fishing Home, all lowercase, no apostrophes or anything, just Mike's Fishing Home at hotmail.com. I basically tied it in with, my YouTube page and my Instagram. So Mike's Fishing Home at hotmail.com if you ever want to try to set something up. What's up, Turner? I was going to hide in the background at first. If you read the very first two texts I sent, I literally was just trying to set up a chat room for people to have fun and go to bed. But all right, Jarvis or Richard, I always call you Jarvis. See ya, Richard. Thanks for popping in, man. There you go. Thank you, Avid. That's going to be a great show. I'll snag that tomorrow and share it out. Doesn't mean I'll get you anybody, but at least I'll try. Anyways, Turner, I was just set off the camera. I shut off the mic, and I wasn't going to be here. But Catfish Instigator, a.k.a. Aaron, hopped in first and said, this is some bullshit. So I decided to turn my mic and camera on and talk shit for a minute. What's up, Chad? Just chilling on my porch. Did you hear what I said, Turner, by the way? And Dan said he's down for that sometime, but I think me and you could have some fun doing that sometime too, where we do like a split screen fishing. I did watch yours, by the way. I time-stamped a comment on your video to the carp on that little rod. Because I watched it and I saw when Maria caught that carp on that little rod. So I time-stamped it on your comment. Or I commented with the timestamp to the carp. Yeah. That is one cool feature I like about YouTube, even though they keep screwing me. I was up to 125 subs today. Now I'm down to 121. I know 4 people didn't all of a sudden go, "Oh, fuck you, I'm not gonna watch you." So that's kind of weird. I got up to 125 and now I'm down to 121. But anyways, that one cool feature I like about YouTube is any comment you're watching. I mean, any video you're watching. If you like something you saw, all you gotta do is put the timestamp in there, and it'll go straight to it. That's awesome. That's a nice feature. Yeah, I heard you chatting on everything. Oh yeah, I'm not worried, Dan. You know me. I'm just doing my fucking thing. You've never seen me ask somebody to drop my link. You've never seen me whatever. I mean, I do care because eventually I do want to be able to provide that content that makes motherfuckers gotta come see me. Be like, hey, what's up? And I do want that community wall so I can post pictures and other people's, live events and stuff. But I ain't worried about it. I'll get there in time. It's not a big deal. But it cracked me up when I'm like, hey, I got 125. And then I look like an hour later and I had 121. I'm like, okay. 4 people did not dump me in an hour for no reason. I understand if I said, hey, fuck you, and, called somebody out, that would make sense. Other than that, losing 4 people out of the blue just doesn't make sense. Oh, that said Martin, Mike. I swore you were doing Kevin shit. I thought you said motoring. You said Martin. YouTube Studio says I'm at 604. That's where I was this morning. Wait to the South 589. Let me throw it up on screen because, yeah, I've noticed that myself. Even as a low boy. I mean, I'm in them low 100s. I almost hit 100 like 12 times. It kept dropping. Even you're like, oh, let me resubscribe. And I also know that from a few other people who tell me, they're like, I was subscribed to you and now you're not on my list. And I also know that from a few people that I subscribe to. Let's just throw Polar Bear out there for an example. I know I'm subscribed to him. I know I've watched a lot of videos of his. I know I've commented on a lot of videos of his. So you would think it'd be set for sure. But then I go scrolling through my list to see if Polar Bear has anything new. And all of a sudden, I don't see his name on my list. So now I have to go search him on YouTube and resubscribe. That hasn't happened with Polar Bear yet, but it's happened with a few other people that I know personally, where I'm like, oh, I already know I've subscribed to them. I've commented on some of their stuff. I like some of their stuff. Then I got to go resubscribe because all of a sudden I'm not subscribed to them. It's crazy. I don't know how YouTube fully works because I'm not a YouTuber. I just started YouTube 2 months ago. I've been here for 10 years and I've been watching stuff, but as far as being a content creator, I guess that's what they call it, was just 2 months ago. Late July, like very late July, almost August, I think. I think my first video was like July 25th or 6th or something, maybe. It's unsubscribed me from some. Yeah, it does, Polar. I don't know what it is. I'm not a you. I need to maybe research that because I do like to learn about shit. I read books and YouTube videos and stuff that I want to learn. So I might need to learn YouTube. Like, why does YouTube unsubscribe you from people? I'm sure there's probably Google, YouTube answers out there for that shit. doesn't mess with any of my account. This is the worst I've ever. That's the worst they've ever done you, huh? So you're seeing since you normally post a lot of links, they kind of don't mess with you because you're basically helping their platform by spreading the links to other people. So the algorithms don't mess with you as much. I call them algorithms, but I also call them bots, in my opinion. It's all about the script bot. They write a script, and that script is technically the algorithm. So that algorithm is actually technically a fucking bot. So their bots are the ones messing with people. Sorry, I'm so itchy. These bugs are biting the shit out of my temples. It's not so much the mosquitoes, it's more like big old buffalo gnats and things like that. I've been on here a year. 7 shy, 300. Well, I see it if I guess if I do. If not, that's cool. Yeah, Aaron, that's basically the same way I am. I'm just surprised that this community has been so welcoming and loving and showing me the love back that I'm already at like 120 or whatever. It's crazy. Some people look at 120 and go, yeah, 120, no big deal. I think that's an amazing feat in such a short amount. I mean, 2 months. It's crazy. Hey, Master Arts. I saw you were like a new sub today or yesterday, I think it was. I'm doing good. I was just gonna throw a live feed up for people to chit chat in and head to bed myself. Turn my mic off and my camera off, but I had a couple people pop in early that I like and like to have fun with, so I decided to go ahead and chill out. Sipping on my loco, rolling my smoke. Yeah, I'm not so much worried about the numbers. I'm surprised that they shot up where they have so early. But I guess at the same time, I'm kind of not. Yeah, I spend so much time chit chatting with other people and showing the love and putting in those hours on our channels that maybe that gets so like, hey, I'm gonna hook that dude too. God damn it! Thank you, Mike Turner. I'm just not used to holding the phone and chit chatting. So I don't even know where my mic is at on this thing. You know what? Let me go get my damn tripod. It's in my car. Let me get my keys. Go get my tripod so I'll leave the phone alone. Then I won't cover it. Jiminy Christmas. It's like the third time somebody's told me to uncover my mic. I'm gonna go through a trip through my driveway to my car. I'm gonna get the tripod so I can put it down. That way, it'll stay stable, and I won't be covering the mic. The tripod should be in the car somewhere from the last time I went fishing. Son of a biscuit. There it is. All right, I'm gonna set the phone down. It's probably just gonna point up at the sky. Get my tripod set up and set it on there afterwards. That way, I won't be hiding that microphone no more. No more microphone blocking. It's just for loco sipping. It's in all fairness, it's time. Oh, speaking of which, Mike Turner and Avid, both of y'all, if Avid's still in here, I saw Avid in at least 2 to 3 chats recently where he wasn't a wrench. So don't tell me that my live was the only live you wasn't a wrench. But you are now, so you're awesome. Wait, what's that say? Well, the mic popped up automatically when I said mic pop. No. Anyways, Avid, yes, you are awesome. I love some of the content you've put up, not only with fishing, but like the trash bag challenge and shit like that. You're an awesome dude with that shit, man. Appreciate that. Now you're a moderator in here. But I was laughing when you said, this is the only place I'm not a moderator. And then I saw like 2 or 3 chats within the last 2 days since you said that where you weren't a wrench. Anyways, Dan, Mike T, any of you guys, fuck Polar, you too, man. You out there on the horse farm? You guys ever want to do a split screen fishing? I am always down for it. I even think I'm gonna probably pay for this stupid $25 eventually. Not yet, because I spent money to get my car fixed. Then I spent the $100 on a lube rod. I still haven't got it. I'm waiting on it to come in the mail, but I bought a lube rod because Uncle Lou is so amazing. I wanted to support him back. So I bought one, just waiting on it to come in the mail so I can do the unboxing. I spent 50 tonight on that charity event coming up Saturday, the fishing charity for fins and fines and whatever. But anyways, I think within the next month, I'm probably going to spend the $25 monthly fee to get unlimited StreamYard. So if you guys ever want to do some kind of split screen fishing, all you got to do is email me at mikesfishinghome@hotmail.com and put the date in there of when you want to. Yes, the Fisher Wish, Avid. Yeah, I donated $50 of that tonight, man. And I also shared the link on my Facebook fishing page and my actual just flat out Facebook page. So hopefully it'll draw something, but if it doesn't, it doesn't, but at least I put it out there. But anyway, so you guys ever want to fish, just email that address I said. Tell me the date that you are interested in maybe doing that, and I'll let you know if I can do it or not. And that I just think that'll be fun as shit, man. Me and somebody else up on the screen fishing in our own locations, doing our own thing, but yet we're chit chatting. We got both of our followers in there hooting and hollering. I think it'll be fun. Oh, are you laughing at me, Turner, for calling it split screen? He says, I'm not cool. I call it split screen. It is a split screen. It's like you're on one screen, the other person's on another screen. Hell, once I do the unlimited thing, we can have like 10 of us fishing. We don't even need a host to talk shit for us. We'll all be up there fishing. Anyways. Yeah, is that the link you dropped me earlier, Mike? That's the one that. Yeah, that Fisher Wish. The link didn't look that link, or that long, I don't think, the last time. But anyways, yeah, that link that you gave me earlier, I dropped $50 to. I copy and pasted it back to the chat so that they knew that it was there. Well, I know you can do 6 on StreamYard for free. But the reason I'm thinking about go ahead and doing the 25 is like you can get more, plus you get unlimited hours, I think. So that might not even mess with my data too much. I don't know. I'll have to research a little more, but plus I can get rid of the little duck icon, put my own logo up there. Because, oh my God, one thing I haven't shown you guys yet is my youngest daughter is actually an amazing artist. For Father's Day about 3 years ago, she drew me 3 different catfish. Channel cat, flathead, blue. She drew me the 3 catfish. She drew me holding a bending rod into a stream and all that shit just for a Father's Day card. It was amazing. So and she also she's into computer graphics on her laptop. So I think I want to have her draw me some stuff to be able to put to where that's my brand. Okay, there's my logo. There's my stickers. There's my shirts and hats and shit eventually. Because my youngest daughter is actually an amazing artist. So I think that'd be cool. And I told her, I said, if I ever have you draw me some shit and then I put it on a logo and I make money off of it, I'll give you a percentage. Like, if she can do it and make it look good enough to where I'm like, I want to use that, and then that becomes my brand, she deserves a percentage. Just a cool idea, in my opinion. Sorry. Oh, by the way, I know some people were making fun of me that I couldn't read the chats quick enough the other night. It's because I'm not like some of them that have the laptop out there where it's big and they have a big computer screen out there. I'm on a freaking like 6-inch by 9-inch phone. So the chat screen is literally only 3 inches over here to the right. So I can only see 2 comments at a time. I have to scroll back to look. Yeah, tablets, computers, all that shit. I have to scroll back though because only 2 comments fit on the screen at a time. That's why when people were asking questions, like the other day, Lori was yelling at me. I'm like, I can only see 2 comments. Then I got to scroll back. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm scrolling because I was jibber jabber. So let me scroll back. Ava says I burn through 20 hours too easily. Yeah, see, that's why I'm almost thinking about wanting the full thing because it's unlimited. I'm a downloads has nothing to do with your data. Time you spend streaming, the more data you use. Yeah, see, Dan, that's why I upped my phone data. I think what you're saying right there is basically okay. So my phone plan that I had was unlimited data as far as watching, unlimited talk and text, but I only had 8 gigabytes of upstream. So when I did one live for 2 hours and one live for 1 hour, all of a sudden my data was done. I couldn't stream no more on unless I was streaming on Wi-Fi. If I'm sitting at home, I could stream all I want because I'd not be using data. I'd be on Wi-Fi. But I just upped my plan because it was only $10 more. And instead of 8 gigabytes, now I have 30 gigabytes of data and 30 gigabytes of hotspot data for only $10 more a month. So I was getting jacked before that. Wait a minute. All right, what the hell did Alicia just say? That sounds kind of wrong. I want to know the context of this comment right here that I just posted up there, Alicia. He says 6 inches by 9 inches. uh, I'm not going to scroll back far enough. I'm going to leave that comment up there until I know the context. That sounds like some Dabo late night shit right there. He says 6 inches by 9 inches. There you go. Exactly, Dan. Then it says his length and girth. No, and nobody literally calls him handsome. But yeah, it was my phone is tiny. It's 6 by 9. Or actually, hold on. No, 6 by 4. It's 6 by 4. It's about 6 long, 4 wide. That's what it is. 6 by 4, not 6 by 9. Jesus Christ, that'd be a crazy phone. That would be a tablet almost. uh, Handless. She'll call them handless because she's trying to wrap both hands around it. Keep your hands back. I got this. If they don't have a safe word, you ain't doing it right. Is that what you're trying to say, Dan? They gotta have a word to let you know when it's too much. Uh, I gotta say one thing. This is funny as hell. I was just gonna go to bed and go see it, but I'm glad somebody, Aaron, Aaron's like, this is bullshit. It woke me up. I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna throw my camera on. Now I'm having fun chit chatting. It's 3 a.m. Time is eternal. Tears gotta be run from the eyes. Is that for moisture, Dan? The way you talk, it sound like you be one of them dudes. Them tears is moisture. Rub it on. It's wet and ready to go. Apparently, Turner's on the same page. sorry, I keep itching these fucking mosquitoes. Well, they're not mosquitoes. They're actually like buffalo gnats. They're these big ass gnats. They don't leave bumps like mosquitoes do, but they itch like a son of a bitch when they bite you. Duggar, I spend the reason I do my own roll ups is because I'm retarded and I smoke about 3 packs a day minimum, sometimes 4. I buy a pound of tobacco and 4 boxes of tubes. Each box of tubes is 200, so that's basically 800 cigarettes. So almost a carton, almost a full carton, and it cost me $21. If you walk into a store and say I want a carton of cigarettes these days, it's like a minimum of like 90 for some GPCs or some shit like that. It's like 130 for some Marlboros or whatever. So yeah, I'm getting basically a carton for $20 almost. Because I get the cheap shit. I just get a Bowie. It's called Bowie, Boui tobacco. Cheap as shit. And I just get the Golden Harvest filters. They're like $1 or something a box. So it comes out when I go in there, I get my pound of tobacco, which is basically a carton worth of tobacco, a carton worth of tubes, and a couple energy drinks for $21. The horseflies, yeah. We don't have many of them around here. We got your garden variety flies. Occasionally, you'll see that big ass giant horsefly. But basically around here, it's just your garden variety flies. They don't even mess with you much. They'll mess with your garbage like a son of a bitch, but they don't mess with you that much. Hey, Randall, what's up, man? Got to scroll back. Sorry. Like I said, it only shows 2 chats. Well, 3. It shows 3 at a time. So if somebody says hi, 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 that's all I see. I got to scroll back. I saw somebody say something about the smokes again. See, hell, 3 people said hi to Randall before I did. I didn't even see him pop in. I used to hand roll my cigars. Yeah, Avid. I still hand roll them via the machine and shit. But before that, I used to have that little tarp. Like I'd roll them and lick it and roll it back and forth like I was rolling a fucking joint with no filter. That's how I used to do them. But then I got into the filters about 12 years ago. If you're talking to me, I don't know technically what a deer fly would be. To me, that sounds almost something big as a horsefly almost. They're just they're buffalo gnats. They're basically gnats, but they're really big and they will bite you. Like you'll feel them and you're like, ah, and then they itch, but they don't leave that big old mosquito bump. Okay, Avid roll, yeah, that's what I do. I got the little machine. Let me bring that up. I do the little machine roll cigarettes now for about the last 12 years. Before that, though, I had that little tarp that you roll. It had 2 little spinner wheels in it, and you would lick it like you were rolling a joint, put that paper in there, and put the tobacco in there and roll the tarp. And there'd be no filter. But now what I do, where's the camera? It's so weird. This camera's backwards. Like, if you go to the right, it actually goes left off the screen. So that's why Chunky's awesome when he's pointing at his rods like this. And he's like pointing like, oh, there's the Washington Monument. No, there's rod number 1, 2, and 3. It takes some practice to get that. I can barely get what I'm trying to show on camera. But yeah, my little roller. Tobacco and a tube is what I do now. Deer fly, I heard you. All right, well, yeah, they ain't deer fly. These are buffalo gnats. They're just gnats, but they're huge. Horse flies, when them son of bitches bite you, yeah, it's like they bite you. But mosquitoes will get on you, and they want to. They don't just bite you; they actually pump blood up out of you, so they leave that welt behind. So when a mosquito bites you, yeah, it's like ah, and it's like a son of a bitch. You got that big bump. The buffalo gnats irritate the hell out of you, and they make you itch and everything. But there's no like bumps. They're not leaving a bump on you like mosquitoes do around here. At least in Illinois. This is hilarious. I can't believe when I was just gonna leave the chat with no camera, no nothing, that 11 people are in here. I appreciate that. Y'all give me a good time. I thought I was just gonna go to bed, but I'm like, hell, people popped in and started saying, hey. I'm like, all right, I'll chill out for a little bit. But when I do eventually go to bed, even if it's 5 in the morning, I'm probably just gonna leave this thing running. I'll plug my charger into it so it stays fully charged, so it won't run out. And if anybody wants to hop in the chat after that or hang around in chat after that, they'll have a chat room. Because I didn't see nobody else live, so I was like, oh, I know a lot of times when I've been fishing real early in the morning, nobody else is live, and even if people ain't paying attention to me, they're having fun in chat. And that's like me. There's been times where I've gone into people's chats real late. I'm like, well, ain't shit going on that screen, but the chat's fun, and I'm giving that person watch hours. So it's like today I was at work. It sucked. I was trying to watch a little bit, but then all of a sudden I found out from my manager, the front of the house manager came back and said, hey, we got about 103 reservations, including this 45 top. I'm like, okay, I can't pay attention at all. I got to go. We got our asses whooped tonight. There was 9 servers, 3 takeout hosts, 2 regular hosts, and 3 managers in the front of the house. But yet we only had 4 people in the kitchen. That's 1 person per station. We still rocked it out fucking hard though, man. Our kitchen there kicks ass. I can't deny it. Me and the other 3 people that are the main cooks. God damn it. Something I hate about Illinois, it gets so the humidity. Even when it's cooler, the humidity is so funky. It's hard to roll a cigarette sometimes when you're outside because the paper gets wet and the tobacco gets moist. No, see, that's the thing though. We weren't in the weeds. If you're talking to me, I'm sorry. That's a kitchen term, so yeah, I'm wondering if you're talking to me or not. We weren't in the weeds. Yeah, it looks like you're talking to me. We were straight. Matter of fact, it was so funny because this happens quite a bit there. Even though they're whooping our ass, we put the food up so much like there was nowhere left to put food in the window. and the expediter was ringing the bell like, "Come get the food, I need hands." They could not get the food out quick enough, so the entire kitchen said, "Hey, we going on a smoke break." And we walked outside and we smoked, and we came back and there was still food in the window. We went back out, had another cigarette. Came back in. We were out there talking shit, just mumble, co-workers talking shit. Went back in. So after about 12 to 13 minutes, the window finally was starting to bleed out enough into the expediter line to where we could start cooking again. We kill it. I'm not kidding. There's four of us. I've been in this industry for about 35 years. I've only been cooking for about 6, but I've been in the industry, so I've seen a lot of kitchens. And I'm gonna tell you, I love this kitchen. We fucking rock it. The 4 main people. There's never more than 4 people on that line. There's 6 total cooks, but there's never more than 4 of us on that line, and we fucking rock it out. In the weeds, I served tables for 10 years. Know all about that. Yeah, I served for 25 years, Alicia. Well, actually, a little longer. I'd say almost 30, because I've been in the business 35 years. I've cooked for 6, so that would put me at what 29. I served for 29 years, and then I've been cooking for the last 6. Sorry, I'm clicking this stuff again. That's the just in case again. No worries, if not, but just in case, that's that little guest link. Or what do you call it, Turner? That's the basement link. I was still laughing the other day. They're all like, check the basement, check the basement. I thought that meant people who were timed out. Not but I like the alley more. That makes more sense. Taking out the trash if you time somebody out. Put them in the alley. Switch to massage therapy. I was great. Don't do that. Yeah, they have that at my lady's work. She's a stylist. I started working 70 hours a week to help pay for her schooling so she could go into that, and it was a great investment because now she makes 3 times the amount of money I do, and she only works 3 days a week. She finally made the final stage where she works at. They have a tier thing. You have to make so much money, so many months in a row or whatever to move up these different levels. And man, she is now called the master. What is it? Master creative director. Yeah, master creative director is her final title, I believe now. So she works as a stylist. She gets 50% commission right off the top, no matter what. She works for a great company. It's a locally owned place too, so that's what's even better. But so if somebody comes in there and says they want this, this, and this, and it costs 300, so the bill is 300 bucks. She gets 150. The company gets 150. Plus, the people usually tip her 20, 30, 50 bucks. So she's killing it. But then if she reaches I think it's 10,000 per month, the company actually realizes you're doing great for them, and they give you a 5% bonus for the entire month of your services. So that means the company is saying you're more valuable than us, and we're going to give you 55% for this entire month, and we're going to take 45%. So that's cool. They recognize the hard working people in their company and value them enough to take less of a cut. They're like, we're going to get 45% of everything you did, and we're going to give you 55%. That's fucking awesome. That's a great company to work for. Has got chunky today. Has timed out chunky. That's funny. Who turned out? Yeah, who turned out Has if Has got chunky? Did they get each other back? On Chunky's channel? Wait a minute. Don't tell me Chunky pulled a Dan and forgot to moderate himself on his own channel. Speaking of which, I don't think I have. Turner's probably going to time me out. I don't think I ever made myself a moderator. I wouldn't think I'd have to worry about it. Just in normal chat technology. Like you wouldn't think you'd have to make yourself a moderator. Like if you own the channel, you shouldn't have to fear anybody. So I don't think you'd have to make yourself a moderator. I could be wrong though. YouTube's a fucking weird fucking thing. No happy endings. No, see that's what I'm saying. So you did time out James on his own channel. That's weird. So technically, since I have not made myself, can you time me out right now? Obviously, I could probably still talk, but I might not be able to send a text chat. That is freaking weird. Now, are you sure you timed out James on his own stream, or did you time him out on Angleraholic? Because, see, James has his own thing. James Kirkpatrick is technically a channel. Lizabella is technically a channel. Angleraholic is a different channel. Fucking, I just had a big ass moth run up my arm. It like landed by my elbow and ran all the way up to my wrist. Yeah, it was because yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Mike. Like James is not Angleraholics. Lizabella is not Angleraholics. Angleraholics is a channel created by one of them, and then so you can time out their name, but you wouldn't be able to time out technically Angleraholics. Like me right now. Just go ahead and try it, man. I don't give a shit. Time me out if you can. Paste it in the chat if you can. I don't think you can because I'm the actual channel content owner or whatever. But see, they have their own channels technically. Isabella would be one and James would be one. But Angleraholics is a different thing. So if James is on Angleraholics and he's not a wrench and you are, yeah, you could time him out. My God, I was actually there the night. I swear, I think it was actually James that did it. Um, but we were all in agreement. We thought it was a troll. If you remember the night Davo was snapping, like, somebody pissed me off, was like the title of this thing or whatever. He was mad. He was snapping for whatever reason. And then, we all cheered him up, whatever. He got in a good mood after that. But somebody came into the chat and was like, is this the Dobson's Family channel? Oh my God, we all thought it was a fucking troll. And that person got timed out. Well, we came to find out later it was his son looking for him that night. That was the first time his son was making content, or contact. Oh my God, that's so crazy though. But yeah, his son got timed out. I think it was James. I don't know, it might have been somebody else. But it was weird because we all thought it was a troll because it was the night he was snapping about being pissed. And it made sense that, okay, this is somebody coming to try to troll the channel from the other person that Dabo, Willie, whatever, was pissed at. Yeah, his son got timed out that night, Alicia. But it made sense. Like, it seemed like a troll. Because he just popped in during the angry feed. Like Willie was angry. And he was pissed off. And he's saying somebody pissed me off and woo woo woo. And then all of a sudden, this random name that nobody knew came into the chat talking about something. Is this the Dobson's Family channel? Well, obviously, he dropped that a while ago. And he became the Dobson's Explicit channel. So it just felt like a troll. And he got timed out. I was watching live that night. And I remember when it happened. I swear it was James that timed him out, but it might have been Mike T. But I think it was James that timed him out. And then he got timed out again, and then I think he got removed. But it was like, at that point in time, it seemed like a troll. So it was just weird that it actually ended up being his son coming in there trying to find his father, and then got timed out for assumingly being a troll. But that reunion was amazing. It touched home in so many ways, for me personally. But yeah, that was sick. That was crazy. Once everybody found out what was happening, and Willie got to reconnect with his son, and Maria got to reconnect with their son, that was crazy. But basically, my dad left before I was ever born. I've never met him. I don't know shit about him. Not even. I think his name was all I know. George Hall or some shit, but I don't care. It means nothing to me. And then when I left a woman one time, I left her. I was like, this shit just ain't working. Like, we're done. I moved out, went to hang out with some friends for a little while. Then a month later, she comes up like, hey, just warn you, I'm late. I'll let you know later if something's going on. But I'm like, yeah, okay, well, whatever. Let me know later. Find out, yeah, she was pregnant. I'm like, shit, must have been the last time I hit it. So, anyways, just because my dad left where I was born, I'm like, I'm gonna go back, try to make it work. 2 years after that, my daughter's like 2, 3 years old. I'm like, this ain't gonna work. We just can't do this. Somebody's gonna end up beat up Muriel. This ain't working. So I left. So that and then I reunited with her when she was 16. My first daughter from another person. So that Dabo reunion thing like hit me from different ways, and it was amazing. And I'm so happy for them. Mike T's the hammer overlord. All right, now see. Hammers and pickaxes. Well, if you take the pickaxe and turn it straight up and down, it becomes a T. So there you go. That'll be a good merch. Yeah, that'd be a good merchandising. What do you call that? Marketing. That'd be good marketing. Mike T, but the T is a pickaxe turned up and down instead of X's, in my opinion. The beef boss is in Tuna Town. Oh, lordy, lordy. All right. There we go. Okay, I only got one question about that last statement there, Dan. Wait a minute. Okay, she was doing you to buy baby formula. Are you saying that you was paying for the punani? That's my question. I'm sorry, man. That's my question. Are you saying that you was tricking? I have to admit, I was even more when I found out she was doing me to buy a formula. So if she was doing you to buy a formula, you were paying for it. That's all I'm saying. Oh, Lordy. My baby's mama split when it was from her. Yeah, that's what I'm saying too, Duggar. Like I tried. I left her before my first daughter was even born. Like I was done. Like we can't be together. I left. But because of the shit I went through with my dad leaving before I was ever born, once she came back and said like I'm pregnant, whatever, I went back. I went to all the Lamaze classes. I did everything. I tried to be the father that I never had for that shit, but it just got to that point where it literally was like, hey, this just ain't gonna work. But then I did reconnect with my daughter, my first daughter. She's like 26 now, I think. I reconnected when she was about 16, and it was a great thing. We got great pictures out of her and everything, and then we started hanging out like once a year, twice a year, whatever, because we lived in different areas. So, but then she moved to Tennessee. She's in Tennessee now, and it's just too far. I can't go to Tennessee to visit. We keep trying to meet up with her when she says she's coming back to Peoria, where I'm from, but it just hasn't happened yet. Hey, Jody. That's cool. I'm not fishing or anything. I actually set this up just to be a free chat room for people to chat in, but I had a few people pop in very, very quickly and talk shit, so I went ahead and threw my camera on so I can chit chat too. I can't wait to see you on Abbott's show. You did good last week it was, and then I hear you're gonna be up there again this week. It's gonna be awesome. And then Rebecca, the winner of the Iron Cat for the host or for the guest. And I love your videos too. You chilling out there on the pontoon in your barefoot catching big old fat catfish. Shit, it don't get better. That's some good content. There's sometimes where I watch your guys' stuff and I mean, I chat when I can, like big time. You'll see me in the chat. So I'm like, oh, hey, hi, how's it going? Woo, woo. Throwing a bunch of chats. But there's sometimes where I'll watch about an hour or two of you guys' shows or clips that I don't even comment on because I'm at work. I can't. I just throw it on and put my phone up on top of the shelf and leave it there and listen in the background because I can't comment because I'm too busy. I'm a cook in a restaurant that does about 300 people a day minimum. So when I'm at work, I don't get to comment too much. But I'm at least throwing those hours up on the views. Yeah, hell yeah, that's comfortable, Joey. Shit. If it wasn't for the major rocks and jagged edges in most of the places I fish, I'd be doing it barefoot too. If I had a big old pontoon, that beautiful pontoon you got, if I had that, I'd be barefoot too. Shit. But usually I'm on the bank. Jagged edges, sharp sticks, people leaving hooks on the shore. So I gotta keep my shoes on. A bioengineer. That's some awesome shit there, Duggar. Hey Jeff, what's going on, man? Holy hell, got 13 people and I'm not even fishing, just chilling. Speaking of which, I'm just trying to work things out to where I can do more fishing spots. I have quite a few spots around me. I have to pay like 20, 30 bucks in gas to get to some of them, but they're better spots than my little local fucking Springfield Lake spot here. It's a great lake. It has 80 pounders in it. You know, there's 80-pound catfish. There's fucking 50-pound carp. I catch flatheads, blues, and channels out of it. There's bass, there's muskie, there's walleye, all kinds of stuff. It's a great lake, but it's not a guaranteed that every time you go, you're gonna have a great time. Like some spots, it's more or less one day you'll go and catch 30 decent fish. There's one day you might only catch 3 quality fish and nothing else, but there's certain spots that are better than others. But there's also other lakes around here that have different species and better quality of all species, even bluegills. You know, you can go catch like a 2-pound bluegill in some of these places, but I have to spend 20, 30 bucks in gas to get there. But I uh, I definitely want to provide better fishing content, you know, for my channel. I've only done this 2 months, but if you look at my damn promo video, it shows where I'm catching like big ass carp, 30-pound flathead, some 15-pound blues, things like that, because I've caught them here. They are here, but I didn't. Since I've started filming, all I've caught is channel cats. It's kind of weird. After you caught that catfish with the rod and reel, yeah, that was awesome. That was what, the night before last night when I did that. I timestamped that video, by the way, Alicia. Like, so if anybody watches that little 1 hour and 15-minute live I did or whatever, it was the first one. It's not the one called Windy Round 2. It's the first video that night. I pinned a comment that's a timestamp, so you can rewatch that anytime you want. But yeah, that was awesome. Catching a rod and reel that still works, and a catfish that was attached to it, saving that catfish's life, and getting a rod and reel out of the deal. Awesome shit. And it also adds to some new content that I do want to do. I've already saved 2 catfish's lives this year. One was the one I called a bearded dragon. He had like 40 leeches stuck on his chin. And I went and used a pair of pliers and I ripped all the leeches off and returned him to the water healthy. One was a, like, I don't know, 5-pound channel cat who was wrapped around in string and a hook down his throat. I couldn't get the hook out. It was way down in that throat. If you look down his mouth, it was in his throat. But I was able to clip the line way down his throat to where he didn't have no line on him no more. And then that catfish that I caught on that rod 2 days ago. So that's 3 catfish within 2 months that I've literally saved their lives. So if I can get a few more like that, where, something crazy happens where I'm actually doing some help to the catfish before I release it, I can make a little video called, like, saved catfish, and clip those all together for one little awesome clip. It would, Duggar. It would. That shit was crazy. Was you there for that live, or was you there later and just heard about it? Because I know I had some of my regulars that had paid attention from the beginning, but I don't know who all was in there when that actually happened live, because it was so amazing and crazy to me. I just lost my shit. I didn't even know who was there. I'm like, oh my God, y'all see that? And I like rolled a cigarette, had a beer, was chilling out for a minute. All right, cool, Duggar. That's awesome. I just know when I did look over my shoulder, like I said, this little tiny phone, I can only see like 2 chats, sometimes 3 if they're small. But I did notice that people were like, wow, that's awesome, things like that. But I just couldn't see who, because I was losing it myself. I couldn't believe it happened. I caught a reel. It was all tangled around my rods and my cooler down there and around my ankles. And then I just said, fuck it, let me start pulling this hand line in. I'm hand lining it. But you guys notice how windy and wavy it was? So I thought it was a sinker at first. I thought it was just like a heavy sinker on the end of that string. But then when I pulled it closer, it actually started fighting me. I noticed it was going back and forth, not just at me. I'm like, holy shit, I got a catfish. Let me get my net. And I netted it in. Like a 3-pound catfish dragging a fishing pole around the fucking water. It was crazy. Early about the test. Sorry, I'm scrolling in chat a minute. I just saw Pontoon Jody say something. It's a party. Yeah. Girl power, hell yeah, Pontoon Jody. Y'all Iron Cat ladies did the shit. Plus, not just that, but in general, girl power. Twin powers activate. All right, let's go back there. Earlier about the testosterone. Yeah, I know you did, Dan. I mean, I didn't see it, but I remember you talking about almost losing that lose right. That's why I said you better buckle it down or put a brick on it. I'm still waiting for mine. I ordered one last Thursday. I don't know what his shipping time is though. I'm assuming longer since he's does it himself. I'm used to, freaking Amazon where you order and within a day or two it's on your porch. So I keep looking for it, but it ain't here yet. But I wanted to support him because Lou is awesome. And it kind of sucks. I heard, recently through the chats or whatever that his family is going through some COVID stuff too. That sucks. It's COVID is a beast. But yeah, this Thursday I actually bought one because I want one to support him. And then Brad Cahill that does the weights. Next time I'm getting close. I'm not quite there, but I'm getting close enough that I want to buy some weights off of him. And when I do, I think I'm going to order some extras because eventually I'm going to do a giveaway here pretty soon. I've passed that 100 mark and whatever, and it's because of this wonderful community. So I won't advertise it, obviously, just like other people. Like, it doesn't make sense to advertise it to where you get subscribers because you're going to give something away, and then they come into the chat and try to win it, and then all of a sudden they don't win and they unsubscribe, or they do win and they still unsubscribe. I want the fucking people like Alicia and Dan and Turner. I mean, some of you guys have been here since the freaking beginning. Even when I didn't even have I had like one video up, like Local 336. I think I had 2 videos up, and that dude was already in there, like liking and commenting on my shit. So I don't want to gain subscribers to give a giveaway. I don't want to whatever. I want people who are in here to have the shot at stuff I want to give away. If you get what I'm saying. Ace was on Troll Juice. It's fishing. I recognize that one. 25, 30 foot bamboo growing. Hey, fucking bamboo would make a great cane pole animal. I still love that new name. Bamboo is literally one of the best pieces of wood. That shit will bend, and yeah, that'd be a great freaking cane pole. Yeah, it is. I mean, that bamboo is a fucking beast. You could make a dock demon off of bamboo, probably. The hell is up with these cars always pulling in? Here it goes again. You guys, who was here last time the car was doing this shit? Flying into my parking lot and then backing out of it and then flying down the street. God damn it, I'm trying to see those red lights. That motherfucker just flew into my parking lot. Now here he goes again. Look. That happened last time during one of my lives at 3 o'clock in the morning. Hear him speeding away too. Jesus Christ, what is up with these drunk motherfuckers in my neighborhood in the middle of the night? It's not like a paperboy. Like, he just flies into his parking lot, turns around, flies into my other parking lot, turns around, and drives away. Like, really, the speed limit through here is 20. He's doing like 40 into these parking lots. Or driveways, whatever you want to call them. Not throwing no newspapers or nothing either. Because if he was, why is it only 2 parking lots? There's a whole neighborhood here. All right, I gotta go. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a couple chews so I can roll a cigarette, and then I'm gonna scroll the chat because I saw Pontoon Jody saying something about her giveaway too, which I was just talking about a minute ago. But I need to smoke, but I don't have any filters out here. I'll be right back. Ugh. All right, well, I'm going to leave the phone here on the porch on a tripod, but I actually have to run to the gas station real quick. Just realized I'm out of filters, so I'm going to go grab a pack. I'll be back in a minute. If you guys are still here, awesome. If not, have a great night. I'm going to run down to the gas station real quick. It's only like 3 blocks away. Alright, I'm back. About to go get another Four Loco. Come see what's going on. Can't believe I'm buying store-bought cigarettes, but I ran out of filters. Anybody still here? They all take off. Nope, still got some people. All right. Frogs are back in the house. Tomorrow reserve bait fishing mackerel. Yeah, I see you UK people like that mackerel. It seems like Foxer because I was watching somebody's channel tonight, and as soon as I went in there, they like doubled up on mackerel. So of course I said it's because I was good luck. they got a double, two different rods, and each rod they reeled in a double hook set up a mackerel. So they caught 4 mackerel on 2 rods. And I said it was because I was there. And because it was a UK channel, I actually went ahead and sent the donation for the first time ever to a UK channel and said, hey, much love from the US. Yeah, actually, Alicia was in there because I saw her name. I don't know if she was still there when I was there, but I threw a wave up. I said, "Hey, Alicia." uh, but yeah, I sent him a super chat just because I'm like, you know what, these UK people be supporting a lot of this community, and I do technically have a couple bucks. I mean, not really. I really don't, but I said, fuck it, send a super chat to the UK dude who was catching those mackerels on the canoe. Almost felt like last night. I got to tuck my shoulders in. Hopefully, I don't exit like I did last night. I got to clear these notifications. I get a million of them from like YouTube and Twitter and shit. Or not Twitter, because I'm banned on Twitter for cussing Trump out. Instagram. But anyways, let me try to clear these notifications. There we go. It didn't exit this time. When I was fishing, I went to do that once, and I accidentally exited myself out of StreamYard and had to come back in. Yeah, I know. I noticed you had a wrench, but I think you were gone because normally if I say, "Hey, what's up, Alicia?" you throw a hey back. I never heard a hi back. But yeah, I actually gave a little small super chat. I think like $10 or something to that channel because I just know the UK people be supporting those folks on this community. So I felt since he was live and I just happened to be there and I was already a little tipsy, I said, hell with it. Hey, $10 to the channel and much love for the United States. You know, they send y'all liras. Well, not you because you're small like me, but they send liras or pounds or whatever it's called to people in this community. So I wanted to show some love back. You need a thermal what? A thermal cell. Yeah, maybe. It's getting chilly out here. Need one of them like a tinfoil. Let's ask Mr. Duggar. Hey, Mr. Duggar, are you still in here? You got any of them alien tinfoil technology I can wrap around me? It's freaking chilly. I missed something about what channel to talk about. It was a UK channel, Turner. Ask Alicia. She's a mod over there. I don't remember what channel right off the bat. I'd actually have to like, yeah, Mark. He was in a canoe catching mackerel, and as soon as I walked in and put $10 up for his channel, I was like, "Hey, much love for the United States, whatever." Put $10 up, which is probably different to them, obviously, since they're dealing pounds and shit. But anyways, he doubled up on mackerel, so he caught 4 mackerel on 2 rods. As soon as I did that, and I said, "Hey, I'm good luck." It's a little chilly. I mean, it's not freezing because I'm on my porch, so it's not as windy like when I was at the lake the other night, but it's technically nippy. I mean, yeah. My nips are a little bigger than they normally are, so it's nipply out. Well, the way what sucks about next week is I'm off. Okay, I think most of you guys already know this. I've said it a million times before, but I work 10 to 12-hour days, Wednesday through Saturday. Depending on how busy we were, is how late I'm going to get off. So it's a minimum of 10 hours. That's what I'm scheduled. I'm scheduled 40 hours in 4 days. But some days I have to stay longer because we got our asses whooped or whatever, and it takes a little longer to, finish up and shut down. But I'm scheduled 40. Then I'm off Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I just finally worked that out during COVID. We slowed down enough where they decided to shut down some extra time. And I said, well, I want 1 day off besides that too. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I'm off. So it's technically sounds like a breeze because it's a 4-day work week, but it's still actually literally overtime. But this next week coming up, I've already looked ahead, and supposedly we have a 50 and 60% chance of rain on Monday and Tuesday. So that means the only day I can get out is Sunday. But by the time Sunday rolls around, that rain schedule might change and it might suck to where it rains all of them. I don't know. I'm going to get out there at least one of them. I don't care, rain or not. I'm going to do something, but it almost seems like I'm only going to get one shot at it this coming up week. What's up, Rich and Leo? Over there in the UK, was just talking about one of your buddies. I don't know if he's one of your buddies or not, but one of the channels over there. I was in one. Mark was on a canoe fishing for bait. I was in one of his feeds tonight. I'm doing good. I'm just out here chilling, getting tipsy and smoking. I was gonna go to bed and put this up as a free chat for people to chill in if they wanted to, but people hopped in a little too early and got me activated, so I'm here chit chatting with y'all too. Pontoon Jody, I work Monday through Thursday, 6 to 4:30. That's just something I want. Budget. DoorDash on Saturday. Yeah, so you're kind of the same position I am. You got them 4-day work week, and you got them 3 days off. But then sometimes those 3 days off are raining, storming, whatever. Kind of sucks when it puts a damper on. It's like, okay, that's the only 3 days I can do something. Well, 2 of those days I'm usually doing yard work and honey-do list, and I get 1 day of fishing maximum, or sometimes I get 2 days fishing maximum. But if 2 of them days are raining, I'm jacked. Until I get like a protector for the phone. I guess if I get some kind of protective case where it makes the phone waterproof or something of that nature, then I'll be all right. Or get like an umbrella to put up above it so the rain don't fall on it. Then it wouldn't matter. It's 4:25 a.m. here. Jody's not blue yet. All right, she will be tomorrow. Rich and Leo already is, as far as I know. I thought. Rich, you got a wrench yet? I thought you did, because I remember when you guys were in here, a couple of you UK people, I said I'm going to make a wrench. I think Leo's already wrenched. I can't tell in this chat. I'm sorry. StreamYard in the chat room does not show the little wrench icon or the blue name, because I know for a fact Mike Turner is a freaking wrench, but it doesn't show me that in this chat. Let me see if I can even try to make somebody one now. Let me see. Let me scroll back to Jody. Okay, I can highlight her post. What's these dots? Can I dots? Come on, dots. Dots. No. The only thing I can do apparently from this is put her in timeout and block her. Which I'm not trying to do, so yeah, I can make her a wrench tomorrow when I review the live. Tap her name. On StreamYard, you can only make mods from. Man, what's it? On StreamYard, you can only make mods from second device. Yeah, apparently. Because as far as from here, all I can do is like block or remove somebody or time somebody out. That's more than you can do on Streamlabs, though. So yeah, I'm liking this new setup. on StreamYard. I just wish I had a bigger device so it would show more than 2 to 3 chats. Like right now on my screen, all I can see is Dan says, "Hey, Rich." Mike says on StreamYard, "You need another device." And Rich says, "You're man. That was very kind, Mike." That's it. If I was on a computer, it would be deeper chat screen or a tablet, whatever. Something, a second device that's bigger than this little phone. As soon as Jody talked, that bumped 2 other chats off the screen. StreamYard is actually very easy, Jody. I'm surprised. I mean, I may be saying it because I was dealing with Streamlabs first, which you actually had to go into editor and create overlays and all kinds of other shit. Like Streamlabs has chat automatically on the side of the screen. StreamYard has chat automatically over here. Streamlabs, I actually had to go into the editor and add the freaking chat module and things like that. And the other cool feature about this is the fact that I can add that link to where people can come up and split screen with me, to where 2 of us are up here or even more, up to 7 on this free app. We can have 7 people on this damn screen right now if 7 people were willing to come up. But on Streamlabs, I have not found any kind of co-host option. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right now, Rich. Like this. Nobody has to come up, but I'm going to do it just in case. It's still cracking me up. Nobody has to, but this is how you do it. All right, just for those who don't know, you go to guest. If you have Streamlabs on your phone, you go to this little guest icon, click invite guest, and it gives you a link. You hit copy to clipboard. Then you go to more. You go to post comment. Click in the comment, hold it down, and then hit paste. This link that I'm going to send to chat right now, if anybody wanted to come up and do a split screen with me right now, that means like host and read the chat, or maybe I'm fishing on this side and they want to fish on that side. All they have to do is click that link that I just sent. Allow StreamYard to access their camera and microphone, and then they can come up here and be on screen with me. Or if you deny the camera, it will just give you a little thumbnail. So you won't even be on screen. It'll just be your microphone. Uh-oh, somebody's in the basement. Who is it? Oh, it's Rich. Let me add the stream.
How's it going, people?
Rich and Leo. So this is where it gets fun. Huh? What'd you say there, Rich?
I said it's just me today. I'm at work, so Leo's at school.
Yeah, no, that's cool, man. But so here's where StreamYard is fun. He could be fishing on the water right now in the UK, and I can be fishing on my water here, and we could be doing a split screen of fishing and shit talking and whatever and having fun. Or he could come up and be a host, quotation marks, for me and read the chat while I'm doing my own thing. That's where StreamYard is cool.
That is good about it. I want to do it. We've got our next competition coming up soon on the 24th. And we're going to try and use StreamYard. Yeah, so we're going to try and get both of us on the same screen at the same time.
Yeah, that's what I was mentioning earlier. I told some of them, hey, if you guys are going out fishing and you ain't got shit to do, man, send me an email. And if I can get to it at the same time, we can have a fun little split screen fishing.
That's it. It'll be good. Can't wait for that.
Yeah.
Come on
especially what would be kind of cool is with us international people like us in the United States who aren't into perch and carp that much. And you guys are more into the perch and carp. That'd be a fun split screen.
Yeah, there's one I watch over there, Josh, with his son Clayton. I can't think, carp and catfish bait and tackle or something like that. We're going to do a competition with them. We're going to go for a lake and try and catch some carp over here, and they're going to do some carp fishing up there as well.
Oh, you're going to blow them away. You're talking about versus the U.S. carp?
Yeah. UK versus US.
Oh, you guys are going to slaughter them.
It's a bit hard over here because it's starting coming to the winter time, so they stop feeding. So
yeah, we have some places with big carp here, but you guys are like known for like 80, 90, 100-pound carp, whatever.
Yeah, they get big over it.
Yeah, the problem here is a lot of people consider carp trash fish.
Yeah.
And they confuse them with like big head carp and Asian carp or whatever, and they'll just throw them up on the bank. So the population doesn't get to do, as well as places that respect carp.
Yeah, well, over here it's illegal to kill them.
Right, and over here, most people think it's illegal to throw them back.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Because you could have some massive carp over there.
Oh yeah, I've caught 50-pounders myself back in the day when I was young and fishing in the river. I had some spots that even on night crawlers would produce big carps.
Yeah,
I'd be fishing for catfish, but occasionally, I would land these massive carps that would suck up a worm.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, in the United States, many people consider carp to be trash or invasive, and they'll catch a 20-pound carp or a 30-pound carp and throw it on the damn land to die. And I find that appalling. It's sad. It's very sad.
If we had a 20-pound carp over here, it would cost near on £13,000 for that carp alone. So that's why they're a bit expensive over here. But
yeah, I will say, and carp are such an actual great fight.
Yeah, they are.
That I don't understand why they're not considered an amazing sport fish here by most of us in general.
They're not as quick as, say, like, do you get pike over there?
What was that?
Do you get pike over there?
We do have northern pike in some regions. Not all over. It's mostly northern. That's why they're called northern pike here.
Yeah.
We do have pike. We even have some pike in the areas that I fish, but not abundant.
Yeah.
You might occasionally catch one, but they're called northern pike here because it's more like Wisconsin, Milwaukee, towards Canada more.
Yeah.
Is where most of the pike come from.
But
cool. They are spread throughout the entire United States, just not in abundance.
That's cool. Right, I better get back to work. So I will end this now, and then I'll pop back in a bit. So everyone take care.
Thanks for popping up. Yeah. I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers. Speaking of cheers, let me grab my loco. Thanks for popping up there, Leo. Rich and Leo. Avid, yeah. I don't use common carp for bait, but when it comes to big head or Asian carp, I'll use those for bait. If I accidentally hook into an Asian carp or a big head carp, as far as commons, I'll let those go. I like catching them. They're great fish, but I'll let those go back. Occasionally, I've eaten them. But if I accidentally snag into an Asian carp or a big head carp while I'm lure fishing, which is rare for me, or if I throw a cast net for shad and end up pulling out some Asians or big heads. Because those are technically, you know, at least around here, invasive species, and they say that those are the two, the silverhead and the big head. Those are two that they say you should kill. So I'll cut those up for big ass bait to try to catch massive gar or massive catfish on. Leo is his son. Okay, I wondered because it said Rich and Leo. So Rich is the one that was on screen, and then Leo is his son, Alicia. Hey, yeah, thanks, Rich, for popping up. Thanks for the information, dude. Yeah, that'd be a good thing. Like you guys carp fishing and them carp fishing, but I just think you're gonna blow them away if that's the case. They're probably gonna throw out some corn and some bread, and you guys are gonna have like boilies or whatever you call them with the hair rigs and the yada yada. You guys are probably gonna slay them. Oh, I have a question though about the catfishing part of it. Do you guys have those Wells catfish over there? 'Cause them damn things are beasts too. Those Wells catfish. I've seen like Jeremy Wade and some other people fish for them, and man, those things are beasts. And they always seem like they're over in that type of area. Alicia, you said Leo is his son, so I asked if that's why his name is Rich and Leo. If Rich was the one on screen, and then his son is Leo. That's what I was getting at. All right, thank you. Because I mean, I recognize the name. He actually subbed kind of way back too when I first had the first few videos. I think it was in one of my first lives, like a month or a month and a half ago, and I've only been doing this 2 months, so I recognize the name, but I never knew too much about them. I'm trying to learn as much as I can about people because I fucking love all the different people and personalities, but you know, it takes a little time. About 90 pounds there. You talk about the Wells cats because I've seen some bigger, but it's people who literally that's all they fish for, and they go find them. Fucking fire. But yeah, a 90 pounder is a decent cat no matter where you're at. But we get those. I mean, shit. Epic has caught one that was like 130. Catfish Dave, I think, caught one near 90. But we're talking regular cats around here, like the blue cats, flatheads, things like that. Yeah, they do, Dan. Those Wells catfish, that's what I'm saying. Like, they get massive in some places. Because I've seen them caught by like Jeremy Wade and some other people that do like cable fishing shows, not the YouTube stuff, but the actual like their main gig is cable shows. The Arapaima is another one that's awesome. That's not a catfish, obviously. The Arapaima is a different species, but it's a giant fish that fights like a son bitch. Right, Turner? I pay for cable, but it's only because it's like $5 more than if you just pay for internet itself. Because I tried. I asked them one time. I wanted to cut my cable because I don't watch TV. I work too much, and then the rest of my time is spent online. Now that we have phones, it used to be spent at my computer, but when I spent it at my computer, I was designing shit and building communities on the old school type shit. But once the phone era came out, I was done with all that, and so my internet is just so I can look at my phone pretty much. So I was like, how much if I don't want cable? Just internet. They're like, well, it's only $5 more for the cable. And I asked what I get with cable. They're like, oh, you get this. I'm like, okay, well, my lady and my children like watching that sometimes, so I guess I'll pay the $5 extra for cable. If I wanted only internet, it's like 130 or 140, something like that. And then with cable, it's only $5 more. So I'm with you. What's cable? Yeah, they do grow. They do grow very big. Can you drop Josh's link, please? Rich and Leo, I thought I already made you a moderator. Can I drop? Yes, you can. Rich and Leo and anybody else in here, I think most of them already know. This is a link dropping page. I don't give a damn who you drop and when you drop it. Now, unless one day I'm specifically trying to promote a page or something, or doing a benefit eventually type of thing, then yeah, I want to focus on that. But 99.9% of the time, hey, it says somebody's in the basement again. But anyways, as far as my page is concerned, even if that person is not sub to me, I don't give a damn. You got somebody that's a friend of yours and you want to promote their page, feel free to drop the link, buddy. Oh shit. Wait a minute. Shit, I think I hit the wrong thing. God dang it. My bad. Turner, it looked like you were in a basement and it looks like I just X'd you out. There you go.
About damn time.
Yes. Hey, I just saw it, dog. I'm watching the chat. The chat's to the right, the basement's to the left. Anyways, yeah, you're welcome, Rich. And I mean it, like, even if it's people that are not in the chat, and that includes everybody else in the chat, if you're a moderator, you can drop a link. I don't care if the people are here or not. I don't care if they're sub to me or not. I'm all for it, trying to promote your buddies and shit, so feel free at any time.
What's
all
up,
right,
Rich?
what's up, Tony?
Not a whole lot, man. Just chilling.
Yeah, me too. I thought I was going to bed about 2 hours ago.
Yeah, me too. Actually, I was going to go to bed about 4 hours ago, but doctor put me on prednisone today for inflammation.
Oh, prednisone. Yeah, I know about prednisone.
One of the side effects is it actually helps take away fatigue and being able to sleep too.
Yeah, I know. My girl has lupus, and her main medicine is prednisone. Like that's the lupus medication, kind of. It's one of the big ones. That's why that's one thing. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to get political, but that's one reason I hated Trump when he was like, "Oh, prednisone is a cure-all for COVID," and all of a sudden there was a prednisone shortage, because that is literally my lady's life-saving medicine. So I got irritated with that, but it is what it is. She's doing well, and we're all good. So, but that shit created a shortage when he was spouting his mouth off without knowing what the hell he was talking about. So, anyways, off of that, how's it going, man?
Oh, it's going. I was hoping to get some sleep and go get bait today. I just got the medicine today, and it's already like taking hold. It feels like it's working a little bit. So,
yeah,
I was going to try to go get bait this morning and try to hit the river this afternoon, but I have a feeling I'm going to end up falling asleep eventually.
Yeah. Well, are you near a place where you can get bait readily all day though?
Oh yeah.
Like you ain't got to worry about if you get to take a nap finally and wake up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and can still go get you some gills or some skipjack or wherever near your area.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing is I don't drive right now. I had some legal issues, and so I don't have my license. So I usually take a cab to the local holes.
Oh, okay.
And so when I fall asleep and say I wake up at 2, I have to wait until they can get to me.
Yeah.
Before I can get out. So if I got to wait 3 hours because they're down to like say 2 cars or 2 drivers, then
it's a busy time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can't do like DMV and just hop on a bike and go somewhere. Like
I don't have a bike. I don't have a bike, and I carry too much gear to drag along.
No, I meant just for the bait part though. Like if you took a pedal bike and a bait pole and went down and got some bait.
I mean, I could throw my bait bucket and my bait rod and stuff with my throw net, like on the handlebars, but
yeah,
I don't have a bike either. I've never bothered to get one.
Oh, okay.
So I either take a cab or I walk everywhere.
Yeah, I did that for quite a while because I refused when I was in my, legal issues too without a license. I refused to fucking pay for a bus or a cab, so I literally would just walk everywhere. It takes a hell of a lot longer time, but I was
but
fuck you, I'm keeping my dollar. I'll walk 5 miles.
Yeah, but when your summers reach 105, 110 degrees plus humidity, you don't want to walk.
Yeah, I hear that too. We got humidity in Illinois, trust me. It actually, I ain't gonna lie though, tonight actually feels beautiful. I wish tonight was the night I was out on the lake the other night because there's no wind. The other night when I was on the lake, it was 20-mile-an-hour wind, straight line. Y'all saw the waves just going whoosh, whoosh, whoosh at me. Right. It was 20 miles an hour and it was cold as shit. Right now it feels breezy out here and occasionally I tuck my arms in, but it's not freezing like it was out there because I don't have the water coming at me. But it's also not windy.
Right.
So it's probably a beautiful night at the lake tonight, but I can't go tonight because let's see, what time is it? It's almost 5. It's 4:50. I worked in like 6 hours, so yeah, technically I can go fishing, but I'd be tired as fuck. So I work a 10-hour shift in 6 hours. So
tell me about it. I work 12s on nights I work.
Yeah,
and I've gone in on no sleep.
Oh yeah, I have. I probably will tomorrow, but matter of fact, the night I was at the lake, I came home at about 3, and then I watched a bunch of videos to put in some hours for people and some thumbs and some comments and shit. And I didn't go to bed until 6 in the morning, maybe almost 7. And then I woke up at 9. So, and I couldn't go back to sleep. So I'm like, shit, I work in 2 hours. I better get my ass up. So, take a shower, all that shit. So, yeah, I got like 2 hours sleep basically that night overall.
Right. See, that's one thing I don't have to worry about right now because I'm off work for at least another week with this shit. So,
now, did you get the COVID shit, or you're out because you might have it?
Well, that's just it. My last test that I got about a week and a half ago came back negative.
Yeah.
But because all the symptoms, they told me to isolate.
You still have quarantine, basically.
Yeah. And I felt like shit enough that I didn't even want to get out and go fish. I just wanted to stay in bed.
Yeah. Man, that sucks.
So I went to the doctor yesterday morning, and they did an x-ray of my chest and said that it was a little inflamed, but that could just be bronchitis. I mean, I am a smoker.
Yeah, well, obviously me too.
And then they drew blood and said that the blood would tell them if the last COVID test was negative or a false negative or if it was actually negative. And if
Right,
it
because
was
you
negative, they
basically
can
have
find,
the antibodies. Basically,
yeah,
is what it is. If you have the antibodies, that means you had it. You might not
right,
have the major case, but you had it because you have
right,
antibodies in your system.
right.
Yeah.
And if it comes back that I didn't have it, then they can track to see what other kind of viral infection it could have been or could
Right.
be.
Yeah, because it could be other shit like pneumonia or flu or some other shit.
Right.
Yeah, it's that shit's crazy. It's just shut down the whole damn world basically. But and then it keeps, the numbers get better, and then people get too relaxed, and they're like, oh, I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that, whatever, and then it blows up again. It's like, oh, just let's do
See,
what
and
we're
now
supposed to do.
see, and now, and I started taking my prescriptions at like just about 12 hours ago. And this is the longest I've gone without a major headache in the last month.
Yeah. It's part of
So,
that prednisone because that shit's awesome. Like I said, it's my lady literally almost died. She had to have 3 blood transfusions because her kidneys were failing on her, everything. Because what happened was they misdiagnosed her and they thought she had rheumatoid arthritis or whatever because she was swelling up and getting crampy and whatever. And they sent her to a rheumatoid arthritis doctor.
right.
But it wasn't that. It was actually lupus. And because it went so long undiagnosed properly, it got to her kidneys to where she got what's called, it's like a whole different stage. It's called lupus nephritis. And that's where your kidneys shut down on you too and everything. So her body was basically shedding all protein and everything. So yeah, she lost like 80 pounds, but yet she got the weird edema shit in the legs to where her legs blew up and was like 5 times the size they normally are. It was a mess. It was a hot mess for about 6 months.
Oh, yeah.
And then she had to have 3 blood transfusions because her body literally, like the blood that was in her, was no good. There was no oxygen, no protein, no nothing in her blood. So she was literally freaking dying. It was crazy. It was a hot mess.
Yep.
But she pulled through, and like I said, that prednisone is one of her number one medications that she cannot ever not have.
Right. Yeah, I've got a friend of mine that's got lupus.
Yeah,
When she gets,
it's a
when
weird
she
one.
gets put out,
What's that?
as I said, when she gets put out because of it, she's done for a while.
Oh yeah, she was out of work for like 6 months, and then the weird COVID shit started coming around, and her doctor actually put her out of work longer because she's like, you cannot be around people, because she's a hairstylist, so she's like in people's faces and whatever. And even if she's wearing a mask and they're wearing a mask, they're like, it's still a possibility. So
Right.
they put her
What's that,
out
336?
about a month longer than everybody else.
Right. What's up, 336?
Oh shit, 336 in here. Hey, thanks. See, Mike made
This is part of the reason I came up here, so I could help you read chat, and then they all just shut up and stop talking.
Yeah, Local 336 is an awesome fucking dude. I've watched all his content. I caught up on some of the back content once I started following him. But yeah, he was one of my very first subscribers and chatters and stuff. And then I started seeing him in the entire community. He is always in everybody's feeds, talking and chatting and watching their content and stuff. Local 336 is an awesome dude. If anybody can drop his link, feel free.
You know the best part about being the second screen, you being on panel on somebody else's stream?
Yeah.
With the right people, I could still mess with them.
Oh, yeah? See, I can't do that. Well, I don't know. I think I could, but I'm not for sure. Let me see if I touch them. I know this will highlight his post, which I'll do now. Boom. But if I click these dots over here, all I can do is pin them or put them in timeout or block them. I don't think I can't get his link to drop. I don't think.
No, you'd have to be on a second device for that.
Yeah, that sucks. But anyways, 336 is fucking awesome, guys. He puts in that time. Mike, we know when to stop talking.
I don't know if he's talking to me or you.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. You got two mics on screen. You got Turner. You got the Shenanigan Brothers up here. We could create a whole new channel, the Shenanigan Brothers.
How long have you been streaming for? It shows 2 hours and 35 minutes.
Yeah, 2:35:20.
And you got 8 people in chat, but nobody's talking, but 336 and now Avid.
Yeah, I was going to say Avid. And then me and you, so that's 4. So the
well, yeah, technically you've got 7 in chat because my phone's still in chat too.
Oh, okay. So we got 336, Avid. Alicia's still lurking?
So I think Alicia and Dan are probably lurking or falling asleep.
Yeah, I was going to say, did we put them in the snore mode?
Probably.
At least we're not farting like Alicia last night. Oh, wait, she blamed that on the road bump.
You know what? I was so mad
at that dude.
I was kind of mad at her because I was exhausted last night, and it was before I got my prescriptions today, and so I was ready to go to bed. And I saw her post her upcoming event, her live.
Yeah,
and I'm like, really? She's gonna go live, and I'm going to sleep. I can't even go in and give Dan shit.
Alicia gave him shit, or at least a fart. I don't know. That shit was hilarious. She blamed it on the road bumps, which Becca was moderating too. Ah, see, there she is.
That was not me.
Yeah. Talk about her farting. All of a sudden, I knew she was lurking. So Becca was talking about city titties. That shit was hilarious. Becca calls those little road bumps. You know when you're out on the highway and you hit those little grooves that are like, brrr, it lets you know.
Yeah.
Hey, or
yeah,
hey,
it lets you know the intersection's coming up.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Becca calls those city titties.
Nice.
I don't know why.
You don't even have them in the city. They're all out in the country on the highways.
Right. They're out in the country. That's why I don't get it. She calls them city titties. I was laughing my ass off.
I think what it is because she's from Texas and everything in Texas is bigger. So yeah. Texas is all. Texas is primarily country land. So
yeah, Alicia says she would claim her own. She would raft it into your face.
Right.
Smell my essence. Hey, don't nobody fart on screen like John though from Real Time. John's just
well, no, you didn't hear Dobson the other night, did you?
No, I heard that. I heard the little squeaker. Well, it wasn't a squeaker, but yeah, I heard that one too. What the hell was that noise?
Oh, that was my other phone.
Oh, okay. I was making sure it wasn't.
So this is how I've got this set up. I'm on StreamYard on my laptop on my Chromebook. I've got chat running on my old phone, and the one you just heard is my active running phone.
I'm just going to throw the link up just in case anybody else wants to come up. We can make this like a triple screen. I don't care if you guys do or not. It's just going out there. I can have up to 7 people pop up there. if anybody's bored, it'll run off of my stream. All right. No, I'm just making sure because I think I set my setting to make a noise when somebody wants to come up as a guest. There's an option that says make a noise when the guest enters or some shit like that. I was making sure I wasn't leaving somebody in the basement like I did you.
Right. Oh, you're not the first one to leave me in the basement.
I'm just laughing at that's what's called the basement because I swore that the basement was the timeout. Because that made sense to me. Like somebody's locked in the basement, you know, they're in timeout. You got sent to the basement. But I like the alley better because that makes more sense when you're timing somebody out. You're taking the trash out.
Right.
So you're throwing them in the alley dumpster. So I kind of like that one too. But no, what I really like about this most is I swear that will be awesome because literally there's collaboration fishing you can do, which I guess is kind of what those tournaments are, aren't they? Like somebody's hosting a thing, but there's like people fishing in this place and that place and that place on the same screen from StreamYard. I like
basically,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, so you can do 1v1s or just, hey, for fun collaborations, like not even a challenge, just, hey, I'm fishing over here and you're fishing over there, and let's have fun up on the screen.
Yeah, you went back the other night and you looked at that one of mine with Willie.
Yeah, I did go back and look at that. I timestamped that. It was awesome.
Yeah.
I saw him catch some trout first. And then she caught that carp on that rod.
On like the Dock Demon.
I snagged out of the water.
Right.
That was hilarious.
I've done a few of those with him. And then I've actually got one that I did with JV when we were actually fishing the same spot. He traveled down here.
Yeah.
And
so you guys were basically technically fishing together, but you were doing a split screen type thing with it.
Right. And the plan initially was to get two different angles.
Right.
So that everybody could see all the rods.
Right.
Well, I had just gotten my new phone and was having issues with connection going through StreamYard.
Yeah.
And so I actually turned my camera off and we just went straight through his, but on my channel.
Music in the basement. I don't think so.
Only if you turn Spotify on.
I don't have. That's one thing I haven't done is Spotify. I have a Pandora commercial free, and I have what's the other? Oh, Sirius XM. I pay for Sirius XM and 2 cars and my phone commercial free, but I haven't done that Spotify thing yet.
Yeah, the only one I do is I've got Amazon Prime, and that comes with their music and movies and
all that stuff too. Prime member too, so you automatically get all that. But I don't even use it. It's crazy.
That's the only one I use.
My girl does. My lady and my kids, they watch a lot of Amazon shit, but I don't. I just order shit through Amazon.
But I was going to tell you what we'll do is when we do a split screen collab like this.
Yeah.
What I want to do is I want to do it on my channel and use my channel to get you more subscribers.
Yeah, we can do it on your channel. I'm not worried about subscribers technically, but you're more advanced at using this thing than I am, so it would probably be better that way. Where you used to invite me up.
I'm far from a pro. I've only done it once or twice, you know.
No, I mean, it just seems like you know. I'm just saying, like, you got your phone still on chat and things like that. I can't do shit with chat over here except for scroll it. I can look and be like, oh, look, up and down. I can scroll, but you can probably still sit there and talk shit and whatever. Like, you sound more advanced knowledge on this shit than I am. and obviously you moderate a lot of places, so you know a little more than I do.
What questions do you have? I'll try to answer them.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm trying to read what he says. Sirius XM is awesome. Yeah, Sirius is the shit because I don't care if you're in the news, music, whatever. It's awesome. But what's even better is when you download the app on your phone. When you pay for the shit in your car and then you download the app, you can go to their extra channels, which means say you love Sirius XM Fly. Well, if you listen to it in the car, it's got commercials. But if you listen to it on your fucking phone, there is no commercials. You occasionally get a station identification break, but there's no commercials at all. That's why I love XM app on my phone. That I'm just replying to 336 over there.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, no matter what you listen to in your car is good enough, but you're gonna hit those commercials or you're gonna hit those DJs that talk too fucking much. But when it comes to the app on your phone and you play the same channel, but you're playing it in the extras, they call it, there's no commercials at all. It's awesome. Anyways, yeah, no, Turner, you're definitely obviously been around longer than I have. I mean, my God, I've only been doing this for 2 months, so you know a little more than I do. I think I've come along pretty well with figuring this shit out, but all things considering.
Well, and I'll hand it to you. I mean, most of the time when people try to set up StreamYard, a lot of them have troubles even getting their account to sync up.
Well, it just takes 24 hours. Like you sync it and then you have to wait 24 hours.
Right.
That's all I found out. My Streamlabs was instant. That little stupid Prism thing I did was instant too. But yeah, it was glitchy as all fuck. I gave shout outs. I felt so terrible. I'm like, oh my God, I actually did like a 3-minute video where I was trying to give shout outs to like Becca and Avin and some of the other people. And I was talking about how all of this community is amazing and yada, yada, yada. But then when I watched the replay, which I can't even delete, I don't get why YouTube don't let you delete live streams. I would love to delete that Prism test that I did, but it doesn't let me delete it.
Go in. Do you have YouTube Studios downloaded on your phone?
I have YouTube Studio on my phone, yeah.
Go into YouTube Studio.
Way I know when people comment. I'm telling you, YouTube doesn't even let me know that people commented.
Right.
The only comment notification I get is on Studio.
Right. All right. So what you do is you go into YouTube Studio. Give me a second.
On the phone?
On your phone.
All right. Because I know the computer gives you a little more options, but fuck, it's the phone era. I'm never on my computer.
I don't even know if I've downloaded YouTube Studios on my Chromebook, to be real honest.
Yeah, I have it on my phone, and I'm telling you, that's why I always get the answer, you guys, even if I'm at work, within about 15, 20 minutes usually, because I'll look at my phone real quick, and I'll see that little hexagon-looking symbol, and I'll be like, okay, somebody says something on, Studio. YouTube itself does not tell me that somebody commented. It's the Studio app that tells me so-and-so commented or whatever, and then I can answer.
All right, so I'm trying to remember how I did this because I actually deleted one. You can delete off of YouTube, and I'm trying to remember how to do it.
I would assume, without looking at my phone, since it's streaming up here, I would assume you go to Studio and then go to Videos first. Because you get Dashboard, Analytics, Comments, and Video.
Okay, so what you do is you don't delete it. Don't delete it. What you do is you go into Studio, go to, scroll down until you see Videos.
Yeah.
And then tap on it. Then you'll see an edit button, which is a little pencil looking thing at the top.
Okay, so you go into Videos first,
Right.
You find a video you want and then tap on it.
Right.
All right.
And then once you find, then go to the top of that screen and you'll see a little pencil looking icon.
Yeah.
And that's your edit.
Yeah.
That's your edit button.
Right.
Hit that, and then you'll scroll down to where it says public, and it'll say set visibility. And you can put it public, unlisted, or private. If
right.
You put
and
it
private means nobody can see it.
Right.
So technically, it's not deleted. It just makes it private, supposedly.
Right.
Right.
So you don't actually delete it. You just make it private.
Make it to where nobody can see it. I got you.
Right.
Which makes sense. But see, I did that with my Fishing Planet videos, but yet people are still viewing them. I'm still getting views on them, and occasionally I get comments on them. I'm like, what the hell? I made that private. So I don't know. It's literally a video game that I played a long time ago, and I'd love to play it more, but I just haven't played it in like years. But I made that into a playlist called gaming, and then I made that gaming playlist private, but yet I'm still getting views on that shit. So that means the public is viewing it. It's weird, in my opinion, because I'm like, okay, I made that private. How are people still able to view it?
Well, if private don't work, make it unlisted, because then it won't be on your tab at all.
Unlisted means it won't be there at all. All right. I'll try that too.
But going back,
that Prism just irritates me. It's like, why can I not get rid of that? Because it was technically a great video as far as sitting in my backyard, shouting out, Becca. Everybody knows Becca. I shouted out Becca and Avin and some of the other people, 2 Stands, I think, and some of the other ones like, oh, these people are so amazing. And this was when I first got into the community. This was my very first live test. And I was trying to pour my heart out there and show, love back to some people that I feel deserve, hey, I love you guys. Hope to see you and become part of the community. And it was nothing but glitches. It's an awful freaking live. It's awful. You can't even hear 80% of it. And I would like to just delete it or get rid of it or whatever. But anyways, yeah. So I'll try the unlisted and whatever that you're saying there. If not, I might just go down and fire up the old desktop, and because I know when you're on the actual computer, you have more options.
Yeah, you get a lot more options in Studio doing that.
Yeah, I might try it from there. If I can't get it off the phone, I might go down there and fire up the old desktop and dust that thing off. And
now the other thing you might have to do too is go back in.
Sorry,
yeah, I was getting to that too.
336. So when you go to Google, just go to google.com and you go search for StreamYard, because StreamYard is not technically an app. You can't download it to your phone. It's not an app.
Right.
It's in a web page basically. So you go to StreamYard, you set up your account, and it's gonna send you an email. And at first, when you try to do it, YouTube is gonna be like, "Oh, this ain't allowed." But then you wait 24 hours, then you can go back and it is allowed. Obviously, because look at all the people on this community that use StreamYard.
Now, here's the thing.
First say this is not allowed. But what you do is you wait 24 hours and then you go back and then you're all good to go.
Now, here's the thing. There's a catch to that. If you're sitting at home like you are right now and you go in and you get on your computer, you can actually go live straight through YouTube. You don't have to go through.
Yeah.
StreamYard is only for phones and iPads.
Yeah, StreamYard is just like Streamlabs and all the other apps. They are there so that you can stream before 1,000 substitution or subscribers.
Right.
Now, if you want to sit your ass on your computer or a laptop or something, you can do that through YouTube. But if you want to do it from your phone, which is how most people live on the phones these days, you need the streaming services, which is StreamYard, Streamlabs, whatever, and like 1,000 other things. But
right.
yes, if you sit in your basement on a desktop or you have a laptop that you can stream from, that, you know, because you have the data in the bars or whatever set up, or you're tethered to another device, then you can do that through just straight up through YouTube, even if you only have one subscriber.
Yep.
Yeah, that is a good point, Mike. You can do that, but I mean, that's not what most people are doing. They're trying to be out there with their phone, you know, like, here's my phone on the tripod, let me stream. So that's when you need the streaming services until you hit 1,000. Once you hit 1,000, you can stream directly through YouTube on your phone. Right. That's why everybody tries to get to 1,000. It ain't about technically getting monetized. You want 1,000 because then you can use your phone as your device to stream directly from YouTube. You get your community tab, things like that.
Right.
That's literally way more important and helps you grow and build more than, you know, like me. I'm telling you, I just started this shit. I've only been here 2 months. I love fishing. It's been my whole life. I have caught 50-pound fish. I've caught 70-pound fish, you know, different species. I just love fishing. I never thought it'd be something I could do and like film and whatever. It wasn't the thing. But then I was watching Catfish Dave. I was watching Justin Kayak. I was watching Steve Douglas, things like that. And I'm like, wow, man, I fucking love these. So I'm watching them. And eventually I stumbled onto this community by accident because Chunky Cats came up as a suggested video. And I said, hell with it. And I watched Chunky Cat. And I'm like, oh my God, these black lights and these fishing poles. He was still on the bank. He hadn't started his boat thing yet. He was on the bank. He had these lights. He had that sign out there and everything. And his personality was just fucking cracking me the fuck up. And then I saw all these people in the chat. And I'm like, oh my God, hey, how you doing? Whatever. You know, I just started talking to people. Hey, how's it going? Blah, blah, blah. And then I started realizing, okay, I'm seeing a couple links here and there. So I'm clicking links and I started joining them, sort of following them. So that's how this got started for me only 2 months ago. And then I realized I can do that. I like fishing. I have fun. I like talking shit and shooting the breeze. let me go ahead and try it. The only thing that irritates me is I caught a lot of big fish this year and none of them were on tape because I wasn't doing that yet. 2 weeks before I started fucking doing this is when I caught that big ass beast flathead. It's my profile picture on YouTube. Right. I'm like, that's a 32-pound flathead out of freaking Lake Springfield. That's a monster. Even though we do have an 80-pound record, we have an 80-pound record here for fucking catfish, but that's still a monster cat from fishing from the bank. If you can pull a 32-pound flathead in central Illinois, you know, you did something. But that was 2 weeks before I started filming. But anyways, all I'm saying is that's how I got into this community was because I accidentally found Chunky's link. And that's how I got hooked up with, like, you know, HasLife and Angleraholics and all these other small and big channels was because of that one random fucking suggestion on YouTube. Yeah. Because I was watching Steve and Catfish Dave and some of the, you know, Justin Kayak. And that's like Green Machine. I know Green Machine has become a bigger name recently within the community, but I've been watching him for damn near almost a year because he did a spot with Justin Kayak where Justin was promoting him. And I went and subscribed then. He only had like, I don't know, maybe 300 to 400 followers when I first started following Dan from Green Machine.
Yep. There are a lot of YouTubers that have recently hit 1,000 that has started when I did or after I did. And I mean, as far as being in our community, they may have been on a little longer, but they weren't doing the live streams and shit like that. They were doing the 20-minute videos here and there.
Yeah, long enough to show content, but not long enough to make you stop watching it. Yeah, that's a good time frame.
Right. Green Machine is one of those guys that, he was doing it before he came into the community. Like you said, he had, 300, 400, 500 subscribers when he came in.
Yeah.
And he recently hit his 1K. Just boom, out of nowhere.
Yeah, and that was probably because of the Justin collaboration. I'm telling you, that's when I started following him.
What's up, Kelly?
And then he started doing those lives. What's up, Bullock?
But the other thing Dan had going for him is not only was he getting pushed by Justin, he was getting pushed by Stan. He was getting pushed by One Ton. He was getting pushed by Regulators. All the East Coast guys were pushing Dan because he was another East Coast guy. Stan 3 is a kayak guy.
Yeah.
They all know each other or in one way or another. He's been out fishing with Stan.
So basically, he had the huge guy pushing him, and he had the huge push from this certain community. So they helped him like this snap, double his numbers.
Haz is another one. Haz came in, and he just blew up overnight.
Yeah, he did. Like I said, I was on there when he had like 200 to 500 maybe max, and then all of a sudden. He was like, "Hey, I'm 1,000." He's got the what do you call that? The community tab. He's got the monetize. He's got the join my page with all that stuff. But yeah, the first time I ever saw Dan from Green Machine was on that Justin Kayak collaboration.
Yep.
Yeah, Justin from Kayak Catfish. That was the first time I ever saw Dan. And I subbed that day and started watching some of his shit that day.
Yep.
And he's a good dude. But yeah, I never knew that Stan and all them was involved in that too. But I noticed he was in all of these community things, and I noticed he's one of those motherfuckers that keeps it real. Like he does, he keeps his word of what he says he's doing, and as far as like, oh, if you like sub or join, I'm gonna do this. He seems to be doing it.
Yep. And honestly, over I'd say the next year, I think
it's the Shenanigans brothers up here, by the way, Bullock. That's why I dub this. I think Mike T's on board with that, but I call us the Shenanigan brothers. Ever since we both timed out Brian B.
Right. But no, I think over the next year we're gonna see the community just explode, and we're gonna have a lot more guys hitting 1K. We're gonna have a lot more guys getting monetized. We already got Hooks and Hammocks is ready to hit it. He's at like 9.
He's almost there. Yeah, Hooks and Hammocks. Fins and Finds just hit it right before the charity event, which is awesome because that means if by Saturday, which is my birthday, it sucks. I'll miss that because I'm going to be at work for 10 hours. But that's kind of why I dropped $50 tonight because I'm like, I'm not going to be able to watch it, so I'm not going to be able to do anything. I said, fuck it, let me throw $50 at them.
Right, and
I'm glad that
you may not have caught. What you may not have caught, I don't know. Were you in Bob's live stream earlier?
Whose?
Yeah, you were in Fins and Fines.
Yeah, I was in Fins and Fines just when I was asking for the link. Yeah.
Right.
I caught the tail end of it because I had just gotten off work.
So
I came in there and I was like, somebody please drop the link. And you're the one that eventually dropped the proper link for me to go donate.
Right.
Actually, because of your link, that's how I was able to find. I joined the group and I shared the group. And then you also dropped that direct link to like donate. And that's how I donated the money tonight.
Right.
Because you're fucking one of the bee's knees moderators, man.
Well, you said that, you know, like you said, he just hit 1K about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. I'm hoping that here's the thing is
here's the thing is the way he hit 1K, or in fact the night he hit 1K, I had called Dobson.
Yeah, I remember that.
I said,
I
look,
was actually there for that night.
Yeah,
I popped in a few times. Yeah.
Yeah, I told Willie on the phone, I said, look, I got this channel. I told him who it was, and I said he's doing that charity tournament for Make-A-Wish.
Yeah.
I said we need to get him to 1K before that tournament.
Yeah.
So that he can have his community tab. Well, he was like 71 or 72 subs away that night. And between his stream, the Reef Robber came in, and then he left and he started his own stream doing a push for him. And then we left there and went over to One Ton Fishing Club, was live fishing on the bank, Art and Josh.
And One Ton had just hit theirs recently too.
Yep.
If I recall right.
Yep. And we went over into their stream. Got them within, I think, 18.
Y'all was like air raiding all over the place.
Yep. After we got him within 8, I think it was 18, Willie went over and hit him with all of his other channels.
Yeah.
And that put him to the 1K mark.
Yeah, it was a great night. I remember bouncing around a little bit in between some of them. I don't think I didn't get to the 1 ton one. I know I have 2 of the 1 tonners. Uncle Josh has been on my shit for like a while. I recognize that name. The Uncle Josh 1T FC Bladesmither or whatever it is.
Yep.
Uncle Josh has been on my page almost since the beginning. Yep. I don't know if I have Art. I recognize Art, but I don't know if he's a subscriber or not. But I recognize him.
I can give you Art's personal link. I'm one of the like 14 or so that actually have it.
Yeah.
He don't want his personal account to have that many subscribers. He wants to focus on One Ton Fishing Club.
Right, because it's a club. It's not just about art.
But they all have their own channels so that people in chat knows who they're talking to.
Right. It's all about that 1 ton for life. Shit.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I said I definitely know that Uncle Josh 1 ton bladesmithing or whatever is subscribed. Right. He's been in my lives almost. I mean, I've only done like 5-6 lives as far as actual fishing, where I sit there for a while and they've come in, or he's come in. So I know he's there. Art, I know from the chats. I don't know if he's subscribed or not. And if he wants his stuff to stay, low profile, I'm not worried about going over there.
Well,
especially because I'm a chatter. I mean, if I pop in your chat, I damn near almost take it over. I'm chatting, I'm waving at everybody, I'm saying hi to everybody, I'm chatting it the fuck up. So
well, it's funny that you started calling me Mr. Shenanigans after that night in your chat when I was messing with James.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't that long ago. There was at one point when I got Art's personal page, he had, I think, 3 subscribers to his personal page. I think I was number 4. And I gave it some time and didn't think about it. And then all of a sudden one night, Josh came into chat. And
exactly. But look, you get there when you get there.
That's it. But yeah, Josh came into chat and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to mess with Art because I blew Josh's channel up and he didn't want me to. And now he's got like, I don't know, 50, 60, 70 some subscribers on his.
Yeah.
And Josh came into chat and I started thinking, you know what? It's been long enough. So I started posting Art's link in chat, his personal link. Next thing I know, Art's coming into chat. He's like, all right, who's the smart ass posting my link? Why is my phone blowing up?
Right. Who's doing the shenanigans? Yeah, no, that's the first thing that just popped in my mind though that night when you're like, I didn't do it. On my screen it says Mike did it twice. I'm like, yeah, Mike T first. Shenanigans trying to get me in trouble. So yeah, it just stuck in my head. Ever since then, I call you Shenanigans, and I call us the Shenanigans Brothers because you hit them with 300, and I hit them with 300. At the literally pretty much the same exact time. I took that screenshot and I'm like, Mike T, 3 timed out Brian B for 300 seconds. Mike Fishing timed out Brian B for 300 seconds. So that was 600 seconds in a row. But shit, he was the champ. He came back as soon as the 600 seconds was up. Like, hey, can I talk again? He came. Yeah,
I kept denying that I was the one that did it first.
Yeah,
I mean,
You said, what did you say? Oh, the editing. When I took the screenshot and made a video of it and made it a little short, you're like, yeah, that editing was great. I didn't edit shit except for to put a circle and some arrows around it.
Right.
I took 2 screenshots. I put circles and arrows around it. Made it a little short. The funny thing is that thing has had like 700 views. I'm like, why the hell does that have 700 views? My fishing videos don't even have 700 views. What the hell?
But you know, the truth of the matter is when that first popped up on my phone, it actually did have you first. I didn't notice that I actually went first until I backed out of chat.
The first thing you're like, Dan, can I time them out or whatever? I think it was on Dan's channel if I recall right.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, he's talking shit. Go ahead, whatever. And then I said, oh, I beat Mike Turner for once because I thought I did. When I timed him out, I thought I beat you to the punch. But then when I saw it on my screen, I'm like, no, wait a minute. It says he did it first, and then I did it next. But all I know was Brian B was timed out by 2 different people for 300 seconds. That shit was crazy. I'm like, oh, hell no. We done.
You know, I was actually thinking he went live. I think it was the next night.
Yeah.
And I went into his chat and I'm like, all right, Brian, I'm here. You can time me out. I know I deserve it.
Yeah. So that's where that whole shenanigans thing popped into my mind from. I'm like, he's trying to say I did it when he did it first.
But it really took hold in your live stream with James, man. I had him all twisted up.
Oh, yeah. Well, shit, you guys had me fucked up that night, too. I done had like 4 Budweisers and 2 Four Locos out there. See, when I'm at home, this is pretty much all I drink. I mean, unless I'm getting ready to go fishing. Hold on, let me get this bitch in frame. I drink that legit shit. The Four Loko. 12 to 14% liquor. It's a malt liquor. It hits you like a motherfucker. Plus, it's what is this? Like a 23.5 ounce can or something like that. This is basically like 2 beers as far as size wise. It's a big ass can.
Right.
Plus, it's the minimum percentage of alcohol by volume on these are 12%. But they have a few flavors that are 14%. So they fucking get you. So
Right.
when I'm planning to go fishing, like if you notice that last stream I was doing in my backyard the other day when you came up and tested this with me the first time, I'm just drinking a Budweiser because I could drink a whole case of 24-ounce Budweisers all day long, and I'm not gonna feel it because I'm an alcoholic. I'm a highly functioning alcoholic, but I'm an alcoholic, so I can drink 3, 4, 5 of them big ass Budweisers that are about the size of this can, and then get in my car, go out to the lake, and go fishing. No big deal. And I'll drink 3, 4, 5, 6 more of those out there while I'm fishing. No big deal. Now, if I try to drink 2 or 3 of these and go fishing, I'm gonna stumble on the rocks and fall in the water, and I ain't trying to do that. So when I'm at home, I drink the Four Loko. I'm a Four Loko man through and through. But if I'm going fishing, I just sip on the Budweisers because it gets me that little, mellow feeling. But I'm not fucked up. I'm not gonna fall in the water. I'm not gonna crash into a telephone pole. So that's what I do. If I'm going fishing, I sip on that cheapo, all American Budweiser. But if I'm fucking sitting at home, I gotta have that Loco. I need to get twisted.
Right. Oh, it looks like people are fading off. We're down to 6.
Yeah, I saw that. And one of them's you, ain't it?
Yeah. But I think let me double check. I think Stan went live.
Jesus Christ, at 5:40 in the morning? Them motherfuckers awake more than I am.
Yep, live catfishing.
I'll hop
Live
over there.
catfishing on the James River with 2 stands and Green Machine Outdoors.
Who is?
2 stands and Green Machine. So it's probably stand 3, but I don't know. I just pulled it up.
I'll pop over there for a minute before I go to bed then. I appreciate everybody that did hang out.
I just pulled it up on my phone. I'm going to look real quick.
What's up?
Oh, no. He does have 2 stands out there. They're on his boat.
All right. Hell yeah. Is it on 2 Stands channel or Green Machines channel?
It is 2 stands.
All right. Yeah, I'll hop over there too for a minute before I go to bed. Just to throw a couple waves. Shit, it's almost 6 a.m. here.
Yep, here too. Yep. Sad thing is with this prednisone, I'm still not ready for bed. So who knows what I'll do.
I'm in a minute because I work at 11 a.m. But I'll pop over there for a minute. So I'll go ahead and end this. Thanks, everybody. Avid just popped up. Yeah. All right. I'll see y'all. Thanks for popping in for the impromptu chat from my porch.
All right, buddy. Take it easy.
Yep.
Later, all.